It's the Line Makers on Sporting News, presented by Jack Daniels. Are you ready to kick off the divisional round of the NFL playoffs? We are. Rick Aaron, Brian Blessing, here at the South Point Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas. First game of the weekend, Baltimore's at Denver. Ricky, we're looking at Denver, an 8.5, 9-point favorite. Total in the game is 46. Two teams met in mid-December. It wasn't pretty, but I've got a funny feeling this is going to be a different story.
Well, Brian, you know, the game was 34-17. It was on December the 16th. That game's a little deceiving to me. It was 10-0. Baltimore was on the 5-yard line at the end of the half, going in to make it a 10-7 game. Flacco threw a pick six, run back 98 yards. All of a sudden, it's 17-0. The whole game plan changed. They stopped running Ray Rice and Pierce. They ended up with 58 yards combined rushing. I think that interception changed the whole game.
All right, I'm going to try to make a case for Baltimore here, and maybe I'm just trying to talk myself into it. But this was a team, the Denver Broncos, 2-3. Who they lost to, they're still playing. New England, Houston, Atlanta. The one thing I'll say is Baltimore's defense is actually playing with an element of passion now with Ray Lewis. But you know, I looked at the schedules. Rick, Denver really didn't play anybody in the last 8 weeks of the season. Am I wrong?
After the first 5 weeks, they played 5 playoff teams on the year. They're 2-3 straight up and 2-3 against the spread against them.
I'm glad you noticed the same thing. Guys, I'm looking at, but you know, and the other thing, Joe Flacco, rarefied air. He is only the second quarterback in NFL history. Go back to fabled Otto Graham to lead his team to the playoffs in his first 5 years.
To win a game in the first 5 years, each year.
In the playoffs. And you know what? I mean, they were a dropped pass, no fault of Flacco's, away from being in the Super Bowl last year.
Brian, I'm the same as you. I'm making my case. I'm making a case for the Ravens, but in fairness, we need to look at the other side. Peyton Manning hasn't lost to the Ravens in 9 consecutive times playing them. 2001 was the last time that the Ravens beat Peyton Manning. So, you know, the Broncos won 11 in a row, all of them by 7 or more, but they didn't play anyone.
I know. Yeah, believe me, we were talking all about Baltimore. It's not a knock on Denver, but let me just wrap it up. 8.5, 9. I just think because if you look at all the future money, season win total money, money to win the Super Bowl, there's been a love affair with this team. I think this number is massively inflated.
Oh, I agree with you, Brian. This is a very experienced playoff team in the Ravens. You mentioned the emotional factor with Ray Lewis. I think the game's going to be a lot closer than a lot of people out there think it is. And my lean is to the Ravens, but I also think the total's kind of low at 46. I like the game over.
I like Baltimore in the over. Denver was 10-5-1 to the over this year, and they rewarded you 11-4-1 against the spread. Interesting way to start the NFL weekend with Baltimore at Denver.